Spinach is full of minerals and vitamins. It's so good for you, but sometimes it does need to be jazzed up a little bit. So that's what I'm going to be doing for you. I'm going to be making a Japanese version of a spinach salad, and this sauce that goes with it is incredible. It's a sesame seed sauce. So let's get onto that first. I've got some sesame seeds here and I want to toast them to really get out that nutty flavour. So just in a dry pan over here, I'm just going to place it on a medium heat. You don't want the pan to be too hot. If it's too hot, then these seeds are going to burn too fast. So in they go, and you want a good handful in there. That's plenty. Now, we'll keep an eye on these because they won't take too long to become golden. Now, while that's happening, let's get on to the remainder of the sauce. So in a small food processor, just like this is a fantastic size to grind spices and, of course, emulsify a sauce. So I'm going to be using this with a little blade in there. We need about a tablespoon of honey, so half of this can go in for some sweetness, along with some miso paste. Now, I'm using a white miso paste, and you can get this from most supermarkets now or from your Asian grocer. The white miso paste is much more mellow than the darker red miso paste, and it's not as salty. So again, about a tablespoon of the miso paste in there. Now that that's in there, we can add some mirin, and mirin is a rice wine vinegar. Again, you can get it from all your supermarkets. That will go in along with some saltiness, so we need some soy sauce in here. And I'll start with about a tablespoon. I will, of course, have a taste and then go from there. Now, let's have a look at these sesame seeds. Ooh, they are spot on. That's what I'm looking for. Now, I'm going to add about 2/3 of the sesame seeds to the food processor and keep the rest for a garnish later on. All right, now the lid goes on and we're going to blitz this until we've got a sauce. Now, you might need a little bit of water, so I've got a bit of warm water on standby, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Oh, that is looking good, and you can see most of the sesame seeds have been completely crushed into that sauce, and that smell, oh, it is delicious. I'm actually okay to see a few little speckles there because that's texture in this sauce. Okay, to the side, and let's get on with the spinach. You do want to make the sauce before you get onto the spinach because this spinach is going to take a minute to cook. I also have a bowl on standby. This is iced water here because we want to instantly chill it so it keeps this beautiful colour. Now, I have left the stems on the English spinach here because it tastes great, but they do take a little bit longer to cook. So I'm going to place all of the spinach in, stems down first, and they don't take too much longer, but you do want to start it this way and just hold it over the pot for a moment and then let it go, and you'll see the tops just start to wilt. Essentially, we're just getting a little bit of heat in there because it really only takes moments. So I'll have some tongs on standby. And I've also got a clean tea towel here because I do want to drain off the excess water. Now, you can see that I've left the spinach in one big bunch because for presentation, I want all the stems to be in one direction and the leaves to be at the top. It just looks so much better. Okay, I'm just going to put these last little leaves in just to wilt very quickly. And once that water comes back up to the boil, it's right to take out. So very carefully, again, keeping the bunch together, going to grab that, drain it off a little bit, and then into the cold water. And you can see that was a big bunch of English spinach, but it does come down to not too much. So this is enough as a side for 2 people here. So once that's chilled a little bit, I'll open up my tea towel, and then just with your hands, we'll just squeeze out all of that water, just like that. You don't want to bruise the leaves too much. And then separate it a little bit. Beautiful. And then just very gently press excess water out. And that's done. That's how you cook the most delicious spinach. Now, you could use baby spinach for this, but I think that English spinach has lots more flavour to it. So we'll just grab that bouquet of spinach and pop it into a very decorative Japanese-inspired bowl here. And then all we need to do is dress it with our lovely sesame seed dressing. And we'll just take a few tablespoons. And again, you can put this in the fridge and use it the next night for other vegetables. We'll just drizzle that over the top. And don't forget about those sesame seeds that we reserved. That goes straight on the top there. And that's not your average spinach. This is spinach with a twist, a very famous Japanese salad. This can be served hot, cold, or even at room temperature. It is delicious anytime, and you know what? Serve it with some rice. You'll be full after that. A lovely vegetarian option.